Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson, and to all our distinguished state administrator, our distinguished speakers for today's conference, seminar and workshop, Mr. Jacek Kosiak, the Vice President of Creotech Instruments Poland, and the speakers, Dr. Thomas Zawitowski, and all the representatives from TDM Plantation and Terengganu Incorporated, all the top officials and distinguished delegates and honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone present here today. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His grace and mercy. We are given a chance to gather here today for the International Roadmap Workshop for Terengganu Satellite Engineering Technology in collaboration with Creotech Instruments Poland 2022. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone for organizing our first international satellite workshop with the collaboration between University College TATI, UC-TATI, Malaysian Space Agency, MYSA, and Creotech Instruments Poland. And at the same time, along the same line, I have to be honest and open with all of the participants here today that this is not our first engagement as far as the state of Terengganu is concerned, at least by myself, on the topic of satellite technology. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of background to the topics of the satellite technology. Many years ago, which is about around 15 years ago, before my journey into politics, I was entrusted as the head of a handful of professors and experts by Malaysian government to visit, discuss and prepare policy papers for the government of Malaysia. And that was around 15 years back. That papers is related to the aerospace higher education in Malaysia, but that brings us to talk to the expert in the industries. That task brought us to Korea in particular, to a couple of countries. One of them is Korea, and to be specific, to the Korean Aerospace Research Institute and Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and subsequently to China National Space Administration, and to Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency and University of Tokyo. Having a background as a scientist and engineer myself, particularly in the area of propulsion and space technology, I've been in a serious discussion with a group of scientists, university researchers and engineers from Japan and Philippines, sometimes in 2019, specifically to participate in the development of the microsatellites. And that was in 2019, and now, which is now successfully launched into orbit from International Space Station in October 2021, aboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket Dragon 208 to the ISS in August last year. As I have mentioned, at that particular time we had our own objectives, and finally I call off our involvement or intended participation due to some doubtful financial and return of investment priorities at that time and some other drawback issues. For the state of Terengganu, which is quite limited financial resources to place our hand on such a costly project, I'll be talking about the 2019 project, requires a lot of deliberation, clear mission objectives and rationales, and some sort of capital in return so that we could give back to our people in Terengganu. Of course, at the end of the day, for the specific reason of producing human capital, we would be able to achieve a handful experts in various fields such as spacecraft structural design, control, communications, material technology, propulsion, and many others. On the other side of the argument, of course, we still need to answer a very pertinent question, which is with the abundance of services that using satellites, which can be purchased or acquired in the present day, for example, the GPS or GIS data and services, and high-resolution images that are readily available for purchase, and even available for monitoring purposes. Similarly, on such services like the communications, navigation, remote sensing, environmental monitoring, disaster management, which also can be acquired. Then the question we need to ask, then how do we substantiate our mission objective with all the costs incurred? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we want to reinvent the wheel or to repeat or even catch up with all other achievements of brilliant and dedicated minds, especially in the area, but rather to focus on some specific strategic technology for a better use. And at the same time, please don't get me wrong, I'm not a skeptic, but rather a practical person with limited room to play with. Again, it's not my intention to be another impediment here, but a project as big as this. And for this attempt, I wish you all could lay down a very crystal clear, tangible objectives, do some cost, risk, benefit analysis before we could move further. Or perhaps even considering the possibility of charting our own path towards a new scientific achievement in satellite technology and advancement. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to express my appreciation to everyone here today for taking the time to attend this workshop, and the highest congratulations to all parties involved in the success of this workshop. It is thus with great pleasure that I officiate the International Roadmap Workshop for Terengganu Satellite Engineering Technology in collaboration with Creotech Instruments Poland 2022. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.